Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this game's worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is Taito Milestones 2. The second collection of Taito arcade games does this one fare better than the first. Let's find out. Taito Milestones is a collection of 10 arcade archives games smashed into one collection yet again, this time with more modern stuff. So let's smash through them all as quickly as possible. Benbaro Be, weird name, is a 1984 game that felt a lot like Donkey Kong, except you're going down and putting out fires while trying to not fall to your death. It would be a decent time waster if not for two big issues: unresponsive jumping controls and seemingly random events that kill you out of nowhere. The Legend of Kage is a 1985 classic, though it does take some getting used to. You're a ninja who can run fast, jump high, and either melee or shuriken unlimited enemies. It's kind of like Kung Fu, but more Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And overall, it's weirdly addicting once you get into its flow. This one's good. Kiki Kai Kai is Pocky and Rocky's grandpa from 1986. So much so, I'd say the SNES game is really just a remake. It's a commando-style shooter with move and aim on the same stick, just with an incredibly charming Japanese folklore aesthetic. The game has some incredible bosses, but is quite difficult, though mastering it is very satisfying. The New Zealand story is a 1988 platformer that's been re-released like a billion times. It's very European in that your goal is to find a world exit of what's essentially a very easy maze, and it starts fair but gets pretty brutal in its last portions. Despite its fame, I found it completely average. Darius 2 is one mean 1982 horizontal shmup, but an absolute legend. It uses two screens to make that horizontal playing field massive, and is filled with power-ups, branching paths, and more. But it is an excellent game should you wish to master it. Liquid Kids from 1990 asks, what if we made a platformer where you always had the water power from Bubble Bobble? As a platypus, you tromp through levels tossing water everywhere, which the game uses now and then to solve puzzles and fight massive bosses. It looks and plays incredible and was definitely the hidden gem of this collection. It is fantastic. Gun Frontier is a 1991 vertical shmup that's it's average. Its main weakness is its massive difficulty, and dying drops you at a checkpoint, which means progression is a slog. I do like that the power-ups look like the money puzzle exchanger coins though. The most interesting thing about 1991's Solitary Fighter is its predecessor was named Violence Fight, which is a great name. It is a very junky hybrid of beat 'em up and fighter, with the AI playing nearly perfect all the time. I did like how the girls in the audience sometimes join the fight and try to shank you. Metal Black is another excellent horizontal shmup from 91. It looks incredible, but has a cool risk-reward mechanic where you can burn all your power-ups or a big bomb. It's pretty short, but I liked it so much I bought it again on PS4, so there's that. Dino Rex is the best kind of trash from 92. It predates Primal Rage's big dino fights, mixed with some atrocious controls. That being said, it's absolutely hilarious with a friend, making it good in a collection and absolutely not recommendable standalone. These all use the same Arcade Archives wrapper as one, which means no caravan mode, save state, minus interrupts, or high scores. Let's talk pros and cons. What did I like about Taito Milestones 2? Well, it's obvious that this is the inverse of Volume 1 in quality. 6 out of 10 I'd easily recommend, with them all being excellent little arcade games. Additionally, the choices and variety this time are also very good. It's a little platformer heavy, but there's several types of shmups and technically two bad fighters. And lastly, I'm giving Liquid Kids its own bullet because it's really fantastic, was never released before, and pretty much makes this collection worth buying. When it comes to the bad, like Volume 1, I am disappointed they took modes from Arcade Archives out because Caravan mode and High Score mode are the only way to get uncheatable leaderboards. Also, like Volume 1, the lack of save states or any modern features is frustrating. I get it for vanilla Arcade Archives releases, but this is a collection. Taito really should have gone further. And lastly, the wrapper is still weak. Just a bunch of games tossed into a menu with no extras at all beyond the manuals written by Arcade Archives themselves. If these are such milestones, why is there no info about them? Or at the very least, cabinet art? As you know, I rank game on a 3-point scale, must play, maybe consider, and don't bother. And what a 180 from Volume 1. Taito Milestones 2 is an absolute treasure trove of fantastic retro arcade games from the late 80s and early 90s. And since these games are normally going for $8 each, if you can grab it on sale, it's an absolute steal. I am still bummed about the lack of Caravan mode or any real quality of life upgrades, but if you just want some good dang Arcade Archive games in a discounted bunch, this is definitely a good one to get. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Reviewing 10 games in a 3-minute video is something else. Have you played any of these? Do you enjoy them? Please let me know what you think in the comments, but regardless, go out there and give Taito Milestones 2 a look.